Good morning. It is Saturday, so which means it's the start of a new weekly vlog. And I'm so excited for this week because I am on spring break. So I'm home all week. I'm getting to read all week and do hobbies and do other whatever this week. And I'm so excited to do so. So we're gonna start this morning by editing last week's vlog, as always. Every Saturday morning, I like to edit the previous week's vlog so that way it can be posted first thing Monday. And then we'll get to reading, and I'm so excited. Let's go. Good evening. It's about 8:45 and I've been getting a ton of reading done today. So I am currently, as you saw, in chapter 26. I'm on page 254 out of 286. So this is so exciting. I do plan to finish tonight, and so that means I've read, like, honestly, I don't remember where I started tonight. Where did I start tonight? Today. Anyway, I've read a lot. So I do plan on finishing this tonight. And then after this, I plan on going into lighting's bad, sorry guys, but it is the Jasad Heir by Sara Hashem on my Kindle. I'm excited to get this started. I am excited for a change of reading from going from a physical book to my Kindle. I am excited for that. So, and I'll show you in a second, but there was a sale on a series that I've been looking into. And so, of course, I just had to get it. So within my Kindle library, I'm going to show it to you on my iPad just because it's easier to see. I just bought the Scythe series, Arc of a Scythe, because the whole thing was like $9. They were on a sale today of like $3 each. So I did that. And then I don't know if I've shown you guys, I recently got, of course, I'm going to be starting the Jasad Heir after I finish Beyond the Wand. Then I recently got What is Love. I'm on a free trial of Amazon Prime, and so of course there is a read every month, and so I decided to get What is Love by Jen Comfort and check out to see how that is. So that's exciting. I'm excited to have, I've been looking at the series for a while, so I'm excited to finally have it. I am thoroughly enjoying learning all about Tom and his time as an actor. I've learned how all of the actors have influenced him in the Potter world, how Jason Isaacs has become an actual dad to him father figure. It was so funny listening to how he spoke of Ralph Fiennes as Voldemort, and come to find out the take that they did in the very final film in the courtyard, where Tom and Ralph as Draco and Voldemort respectively have that hug, that very awkward hug. Come to find out that was one of about 50 takes, and Tom had no idea that it was actually used until he saw the film at the premiere. And how he learned a lot about his character through not only Jason Isaacs as Lucius, as well as Helen McCrory as Narcissa Malfoy, and played into the softness of Draco's character. And so Tom talks about how you learn about being bullied and learning how to be a bully through his father and the roughness. There was that softness that came from Narcissa. And so it's how he figured out how to portray Draco in the later films, starting at movie 6, because of course he has his big moment at the top of the astronomy tower. And you really get to see the confused teenager that Draco is, battling between the roughness of his father and the softness of his mother. And it's really cool how Tom was able to portray that as he learned as he grew on set. And so that was really cool. And so the other thing I want to show you is the pictures of the second half of the book. I passed those, so those were really cool. Start with some of the pictures from the third film, and then just kind of them as they got older. I guess I don't know. I think it's one of Daniel's shows on Broadway. It has to be, because I know that he was on Broadway numerous times. So it also is backstage on Broadway. And then Matthew Lewis with David Holmes, who did. David Holmes was a stunt double for both Daniel Radcliffe and for Tom Felton, come to find out. And you learn about his time as Harry's stunt double. There's a film on HBO Max, about Tom Holmes and his role as stunt double, as well as what happened to him and how he became paralyzed practicing a stunt for the 7th film. And so you get to learn about him, and it's really, really, really sweet, and I loved it. And then pictures with Greyback, him and the parents. Really love. He talks about there was a golfing thing that Tom did with Ron and the Phelps twins, which was really cool. And then, of course, more of his friendship with Emma. And they talk about, Emma makes a comment about how, like, everybody wants her to be a chicken, but in reality, she's a duck. And Tom knew exactly what she was talking about. So he's got down here quacking with my favorite duck. It's so sweet. And then after Potter, he got a role in Rise of the Planet of the Apes. And then him just kind of hanging out. And then we get to see about him he talks about a few of his other films. I haven't read yet anything about 13 Hours for United Kingdom. But if, for whatever reason, he doesn't talk about them in these last 2 chapters, I'm going to look into them. And he talked about Labyrinth and Risen. And he got to act beside Joseph Fiennes, who is Ralph Fiennes' brother. And so he talks about this, as well as... He hasn't talked about these yet. I don't know if he will. But he talks about, like, after his time in Potter, coming to LA, having to go through the whole audition circuit again. And so just some cute pictures. And then, of course, I gotta show you this afterwards. The 21 was titled Alan Rickman's Earlobes, or Don't Tread on My Fucking Cloak. Don't tread on my fucking cloak. I found this absolutely hilarious that I even had to come in and underline when they talk about it in the, what is it, the 5th? No, it's Half-Blood Prince. after killing Dumbledore, they go and striding through the hall, and they came up with this idea of them doing like a bird formation where you had Alan Rickman as Snape at the front, and then everybody else kind of filed behind him. But he had these big long cloaks, and he's like, "Don't step on my fucking cloak." And so everybody was absolutely scared to death. And Tom, of course, stepped on it twice. And Alan just about had it by the time. And he even says at the very end, after some negotiation from the director, Alan agreed to give it one last try. The Death Eaters and I share a glance of panic. But thankfully on the third take, no one stepped on his fucking cloak. However, if you think Snape looks a little strangled in that scene, now you know why. I love it. The way that he talks about his life through the films is really, really cool. So I am literally almost done, and I'm so excited to finish. I do plan on finishing tonight. Now, I may take a break tonight and just like catch up on some YouTube and start Jasad Heir tomorrow, but I at least plan on finishing this tonight. So let's finish it up. Good morning, and just a heads up, I do apologize because I was noticing if you're a little off, you're on a stand that's sitting on the bed. So, it's okay. All good. You can see me. That's all that matters. Hi. So anyway, today is Sunday. I spent this morning updating my book lists because I was going through Goodreads because I realized, well, because I bought some new books recently, and so I wanted to update it. And then I realized, yesterday I was showing you guys What is Love and my new Scythe series, Arc of the Scythe, but I never told you guys what they were about. So I am going to quickly take a beat and share with you what these books are about. So now these are Kindle books, so I don't have them physically, so I'll put a picture up. So What is Love is written by Jen Comfort, and it's actually the official release date for What is Love is April 1st, but I got it as I just recently started. I'm doing a free trial of Amazon Prime, and they've got like this first reads excerpt that you can do every month. It's like you get a book before its release date for being a member of Prime. And so my choice is What is Love by Jen Comfort. And so it's about, let's see, it reads, answer, from the Latin word for crossroads, this is knowledge so common as to be obscure, the pursuit of which engages millions daily. Question, what is trivia? Trivia is the magic of the mundane, the connection in the commonplace, and Maxine's heart's second favorite pastime. A self-proclaimed Brooklyn street rat and a high school dropout, Maxine has never been a fan of formal education. And thanks to her ADHD superpowers, she has a glutton of knowledge and a good fight. And when Maxine enters the trivia game show Answers, her brilliance coupled with her penchant for big bets devastates her competition, even record-holding 76-time winner Teddy Ferguson. Or was it the kiss the night before they faced off that threw the buttoned-up professor off his game? Now Maxine and Teddy cross paths again in a high-stakes tournament against all-time Answers winner, including undefeated champion Hercules McKnight. With nothing in common but an insatiable appetite for knowledge and the desire to win, Maxine offers Teddy a deal. Combine your strength to shore up your weaknesses. I'm doing that like a question. What? Maxine offers Teddy a deal. Combine their strengths to shore up their weaknesses. She'll push his tolerance for risk and improve his buzzer speed if he'll find creative ways to fill in the gaps in her education. Except neither one of them foresaw just how scintillating, learning could be. I've been wanting to get a little more into just general romance But it's like I'm very weary when it comes to picking out my standard romances. Just because I have found in the past, typically when I read a regular romance, it's not like my favorite book, you know? I tend to have more luck on the fantasy side. But again, I've been wanting to expand my romance side. And so I found this and it looked really, really cute. And then if you saw last week's vlog, I just bought Better Than the Movies, which of course is a classic romance. But again, I hear that one's really good. And then I just bought Arc of the Scythe series. And I'm so glad that I saw it because it was on sale for one day. It was on sale yesterday. The whole thing, all 3 books were on sale for just under, I bought all 3 books just under $9. And today they've gone back to their normal prices of, the first one that I'm looking at here is $10.99. I just bought all 3 for under $9. So I'm glad I took advantage of that. I'm glad I saw that. Every so often I'll get an email about emails from Kindle of like book deals under $5 or whatever. And Scythe happened to be on that list, but it was, of course, the entire series was dropped down to $2.99 a book. So of course I had to go check it out. And I ended up getting it. Scythe is a young adult series. And so, a world with no hunger, no disease, no war, no misery. Humanity has conquered all those things and has even conquered death. Now scythes are the only one who can end life, and they are commanded to do so in order to keep the size of the population under control. Citra and Rowan are chosen to apprentice the scythe, a role that neither wants. These teens must master the art of taking life, knowing that the consequence of failure could mean losing their own. Scythe is the first novel in a thrilling new series by Neal Shusterman, in which Citra and Rowan learned that the perfect world comes only with a heavy price. It looked very interesting, and so I made sure to get my hands on it when I saw that there was a sale on it. So those are my new, and of course that's because of course I haven't read Scythe yet, and of course I don't want to ruin the series for anybody else. That was just the synopsis of the first book. It's a 3-book series. It's Scythe, Thunderhead, and then The Toll. So now that I've updated all my lists, I wanted to make sure that because I use Goodreads as well as I look through Fable. I like looking Fable because it's like a social media for books. And so I updated those lists, and then I decided I got some nails that I wanted to do for spring. I'm on spring break, and so I wanted some springtimey nails, but I wanted to wait till spring break to do them just because I didn't want them falling off too quickly at work. And so I then put these on. My thumbs are the bright blues like these two. So I thought those were really cute. And so now I am going to put on some nice music, and then we are going to get into if I can get it out, we're gonna get into the Jasad Heir. And I do apologize, like for some odd reason my camera, oh, that's a little better. I guess the lighting was just really poor last night. But we're gonna be doing the Jasad Heir by Sara Hashem. Now, from my TBR, ooh! I got little book buddies on the back, and one of them just fell. No! Come back, little mouse. Give me a moment, guys. There we go. There he is. Honestly, I think my favorite of all my buddies is the dragon. I love the saying, if you've seen it around, it's like, don't be a bookworm, be a book dragon. I feel like I am very much a book dragon. I love dragons. Like, look at him, he's so precious. And I got, these all came from one sticker set that I got off of Amazon. So luckily all of my themed sets that I have all came as a set together. So all of these came as one within a set that I got off of Amazon. So let's get into reading. Let's get into reading.
Dance with
morning. It is Monday and it is 10:30 in the morning. So I'm coming to you at 10:30 on a Monday morning because I am on spring break and I'm so excited. So it's my first official weekday of spring break and I am so excited for a break. And so I've already read, I've so far read one chapter of the Jasad Heir, and I am very excited to see what happens in this book, because so the premise is, let's see how much I can get without looking at a synopsis. So we've got a girl, our main girl, who goes by the name of Sylvia when we meet her. Come to find out she is not who we all think she is. She is the Jasad Heir, who was known to have died in what's called the Blood Summit. It happened, I want to say, oh gosh, I'm trying to figure out if it was 5 years that I think it was 5 years that she came to where she's currently staying. She's a ward of one lady and works for an older guy. But I don't know if the Blood Summit it's been 5 years since the Blood Summit, or if it's been closer to 11. So 10 years. Now I have my laptop right here beside you guys. So 10 years ago, the kingdom of Jasad burned, the magic was outlawed, its royal family murdered. At least that's what Sylvia wants people to believe. The heir of Jasad escaped the massacre and she intends to stay hidden, especially from the armies of Neal that continue to hunt her people. But a moment of anger changes everything. When Aaron, the Neal heir, tracks a group of Jasadi rebels to her village, Sylvia accidentally reveals her magic and captures his attention. Now Sylvia is forced to make a deal with her greatest enemy, help him hunt the rebels in exchange for her life. A deadly game begins. Sylvia can't let Aaron discover her identity, even as hatred shifts into something more between the heirs. And as the tides change around her, Sylvia will have to choose between the life she wants and the one she abandoned. The Scorched Kingdom is rising and it needs a queen. So, 10 years difference from when she left to when she's discovered. So there's another name that of course she was as the Jasad Heir, her name is Sylvia. But then her enemy heir of Neal, Mr. Aaron, discovers her. And it took about 2 days for him to get enough proof for her too. And of course now she's thinking like, first off, why did it take 2 days? And at where I'm in the story, I said I'm 8 chapters in. So she's been discovered, she's been captured by Aaron, and is now learning why it took 2 days for him to find her, or to confirm that she is a Jasadi in possession of magic, and B, why he actually needs her in the first place. Now, Aaron doesn't know that she is the long-lost Jasadi heir, and she plans to keep it that way. But he did find out that she is a Jasadi and that she has magic. But he does not know that she is the Jasad heir. So now I'm curious to how this continues. I continue to spend today continuously reading, as I always seem to do on my days off. And I do have 2 appointments midday, but it's literally just like an hour out of my day. So I shall be reading the rest of the day. Catch up with y'all later.
I think there's another universe where I haven't yet felt pain, and maybe in that other universe I'm a flower and you're the rain. I think somewhere in a different life I'm still 7 in 2nd grade. And I'm so happy that I feel alright, and that I haven't met my brain.
Hey, today is Tuesday. It's a little later. It's about midday, almost 2 o'clock. And I am slowly but surely getting through Jasad Heir. I am about 40 something, 43% of the way through, and I am actually really enjoying it. And I got in the mood to do some editing, so I'm gonna edit my current clips that I've got so far, and then I will get back into reading. I'm kind of enjoying just taking the week slow, and so I just realized I didn't hear the dryer. I'm currently washing a blanket, and I think the first cycle's done. I'll have to check on that when I get off with you guys. Anyway, so yeah, I'm currently got my computer up for some editing, and then I will continue Jasad Heir when I'm done. Part of me wants to binge Jasad Heir, part of me wants to take it easy, and so I'm kind of in the area now where I just do what I feel like doing. So I currently feel like doing some editing, so that's what I'm gonna do. And then once I've gotten through enough editing, then I will read. So, see y'all later. Alrighty, you guys, so I finished my editing and I'm all caught up so far for the week. And so I'm going back into my book, and where I'm about 43% of the way in. There's starting to become some banter between Aaron and Sylvia that I've started highlighting because I just absolutely love it. There's something about banter that I can't get enough of. I'll highlight banter all day long. If you guys haven't figured out, my favorite romance trope is enemies to lovers. And from what I hear, that this relationship between, it's not a romance book, it is fantasy, but I think, from what I've heard, I think there is a small relationship that does start to bloom between Sylvia and Aaron. And from what I can tell and from what I've read based off of synopses and a few spoiler-less reviews, that it's like a very, very much a slow burn between the two of them. And not only am I an enemies to lovers fan, but I'm also a slow burn fan. So this may be the slowest burn I've ever read, but we will see how it goes. I'm very excited for it. So I'm gonna get all comfy here. I've got my water, and we're gonna get some reading done.
I just
Hello. Today is Thursday. It's like midday. Oh gosh, I'm trying to do this without, check the time without glasses. It's 1:22. And so I haven't read yet today. I think I read 2 chapters yesterday. I am 53% of the way through with Jasad Heir. And I spent this morning just kind of chilling, a little bit of YouTube. I was catching up on some planning. And so I am now taking the opportunity to want to put on some makeup. And I want to film my April TBR. And I figured while I do this, I'd watch some YouTube, but then I realized I wanted to update you guys. So I get for trying to do this with the camera. Today's gonna be a nice, easy day. So I'm gonna chill today. I'm gonna get this video filmed. I decided since I've got the day, I wanted to get my April TBR done early since I've got the time. And then I'm gonna read and chill, because then when my friend gets off of work, her and I are gonna spend the evening together, and I'm so excited for that. Just trying to figure out if there's anything else I wanted to tell you guys. But so yeah, I am currently enjoying reading the Jasad Heir. I'm finding it it's kind of like, it's taking me a little longer. I'm reading it a little on the slower side, but I think that's also just because the book itself moves at a slower pace, just in general. So I'm currently taking my time through it. Hope if I check the camera, I'm also filming it. I'm gonna have to check this all in a mirror when I'm done, because in all honesty, it's like I'm doing it, but I also can't tell if I'm doing it well. Anyway, so I'm starting to enjoy listening a little bit of, can't recall. Oh, I'm starting to enjoy Sylvia and Aaron's banter that they've got going on. I'm starting to find them very cute. So that's exciting to see them start to grow. And they're starting to build a lot of trust. Where I'm at, they're starting to come to a point that it's like trust is like key. And I love that they're actively starting to trust each other, even though like they're not, okay. It's like they're starting to trust each other, but they're also not completely honest with each other. Well, her more than him, obviously. But now we're starting to find more about him in regards to the stuff that he's not sharing with Sylvia. And so I'm finding it interesting and excited to see where it goes. I'm also doing my makeup without any eyewear, which does not help. But I figured I'd come on and catch you up briefly on how my reading is going. I hate mascaraing my bottom lashes. I mean, I love the way it looks, but I hate doing it, if that makes sense. Oh. Fun. I mean, it's not I just make a mess of doing my lower lashes, if you couldn't tell. I even start getting it underneath where it starts looking like liner. And I'm like, I feel like I don't have any luck with these bottom lashes. For some odd reason, I'm getting more light on my phone than my iPad. It's just a small angle difference too. And I don't know. I wonder if I turn the thing over. Oh. So it's funny. I tried to film. I went and filmed my April TBR back on Monday. But then I went and started editing, and I'm like, I don't like the way this is turning out. So, and I figured this out while I was editing. And it's like, I even edited a little more after I decided, and I'm like, why am I still editing this? I don't like the way it turned out. So, I'm going to redo that today. You know what? Let's throw a little makeup on while we're at it. So, I'm also hoping that my makeup will help me just feel a little more put together. And so, I mean, I do like the way I look without makeup. It's one of those days I'm like, you know what? Let's just throw on some makeup. Let's change it up a little bit. So, yeah. So that is where I am at in my reading. I'm gonna get this video filmed and then hopefully I will get back into reading for the remainder of the afternoon. And I'm hoping to get another good chunk out of it. So, catch up with y'all later. Good morning. Today is Friday. And so I am still reading the Jasad Heir. I got a good chunk done last night. And I'm currently 66% of the way through. I'm at chapter 25. And I have according to the Kindle, I have 4 hours and 13 minutes left of the book. I'm crossing my fingers that I can finish it today. That is my plan. So that way, when I'm done today, that'll finish out the vlog and I can go straight into next week's vlog tomorrow. Because I'm so excited for my plans for next week. I'm gonna do it. That is, if you don't know, I will be doing reading romance for a week next week. And so if I can get Jasad Heir done, that means I can immediately start on my romance tomorrow. That's the plan. And I'm finally at a time of the book that I feel like I can binge it, because we're finally getting into, like I said, it's a slow book. So like we're 66% of the way through, and we just had the banquet where all 4 of the champions and their heirs met up and whatnot. And so I think they're on the way to the next event, and plus there was some high stake stuff recently. Of course I'm not gonna say so I don't ruin it, but like 66% of the way through, and we just had our first real high stake incident in what I think for the book. But aside from everything happening what feels like so late in the book, it's pretty good. So I think it's gonna be like a solid 4-star. Honestly, if anything weird was to happen in for the rest of the book, then it may be dropping. But I mean, it's solid. It's just, it hasn't been the best that I've read recently, but I'm still enjoying it. So let's finish this and see where it goes. Oh, and I filmed my April TBR yesterday, and it's currently up for upload. So it was supposed to be uploaded midnight this morning, but I had to set it aside and my laptop closed. So I just canceled the whole thing and started it first thing this morning. It should be up later today, but we'll see. This is horrible. Okay, we're gonna take those off just so you can see me. Hi. This morning is Saturday. I did not quite finish Jasad Heir last night, so I'm finishing it first thing this morning. So far, I'm 79% of the way through. I literally have just about 2 hours and 20 minutes left of the book. right now, in all honesty, I think it's gonna end up being a 3-star, just because I do love it. It's high fantasy. I'm enjoying the contents, but at the same time, it's just taking very, very long to get through said contents. It's the Kindle edition. I don't know if it's the same for the print, but the Kindle edition is 515 pages long. That, like, I understand there are long books, and I don't have a problem with long books, but this one in particular, I did not think needed to be that long. So it's just, this last like 20% is starting to become a struggle, because I just want to be done. I'll put a little blurb at the end about my thoughts when I finally finish the book. I'm just going to close out visually with you guys here, just because it's just going to be easier. So, but I'll give you my I'll blurb out my final comments right at the end here. Thank y'all. Honestly, I'm so proud of myself. Reading a 515-page book in a course of a week, that's really, really good for me. So I'm very glad. Of all the books that I could have read over spring break, this was the one to read, so that way I could get it done in a good amount of time. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this spring break, and I really hope that you enjoyed watching as much as I did creating, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.